Season number 1 for the Philadelphia 76ers was, I think, a success. Our squad was pretty good, we made it to the playoffs, but year number 2, it's all about winning, and I'm going for the title today. So looking at our roster, we still have Kevin Love, we got Ben Simmons, Okafor, the rest of the guys are still there. We are signing Archie Goodwin to a contract because I think he's a guy we need to come off the bench and give us some immediate points. Looking at the mock draft, you can see Bobo and Shareef O'Neal. If you don't know who those guys are, Bobo's the son of Manute Bol, and Shareef O'Neal's the son of Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest players of all time. And we do see Dennis Smith is absolutely killing it right now. Hassan Whiteside is now in New York, which is really weird. But let's get this season started and see how we can do. So we're 1-1, things are looking pretty good, but most importantly, fans are 100% interested, which Philly hasn't seen in a long time. Good chemistry, about 92%. Anything above 90, in my opinion, is going to be really good. But we're kind of middle of the road right now. We're 5-3. We're trying to get some wins. We do beat the Jazz here, 123 to 13. We're 7-5. We're going to finish the month of November pretty close, but we're going to be above 500, which to me is an absolute step in the right direction. Now, looking at the kind of the league leaders, Kyrie's averaging 30 points a game. Kevin Durant is dominating. Kevin Love, not so much. We might have to trade this dude because he's not doing what I thought he would be doing. I want him to lead this team to a championship, and right now, he's leading this team to like a decent record, which in my mind is not what we want to do. If they try and give us DeAndre Jordan and a first-round pick for Okafor, we're going to decline that trade. I don't think it's really worth us doing. Kind of interested, but I think Okafor could be better than DeAndre Jordan, especially on the defensive side, because he has tons of upside there. He's not great defensively now, but I'm trading this dude to be a much better defensive center. Our record right now is 21-10. This is actually better than I thought we would be at the early part of the season. I thought it would take more time to actually gel. We do lose a couple there. Now we have Jahlil Okafor and Ben Simmons, who are both injured. Simmons is out for 1 to 2 months. That's not good. We don't really have anybody who's backing him up that's very good at strong form, so it means Archie Goodwin's going to have to play out of position the next couple of games. And looking at Rookie of the Year, Dennis Smith is dominating that with De'Aaron Fox and Josh Jackson pretty far behind, but they're still in that top 5. I'm hoping we can kind of surpass them because, as you guys know, I chose De'Aaron Fox over Dennis Smith. A lot of you guys told me I should have taken Dennis Smith. Let me know in the comments below, should I have taken Dennis Smith? I kind of think maybe I should have because he's playing really well. Now, we've got a lot of things going on here, but Kevin Love, averaging 18 points a game. He was averaging 16, so he has improved that. Ben Simmons is still hurt. We did get Okafor back, so let's hope we can rattle off some wins. Now, we're about 12 games above 500 at this point, and look at these W's coming. We haven't lost in so long. What is happening? I jinxed us, really. I jinxed us. The Miami Heat do beat us there, but the month of February and the month of March, they're looking incredible at this point. We're now 43-25, nearly 20 games above 500. We're trying to close out the regular season here. We're catching a lot of L's, which I don't really like seeing. We do beat the Hawks once. We do lose to them again after that. Last 2 games of the season, we get a win against the Mavericks, and we get a loss against the Celtics, which, that sucks. We do beat the Bucks, we beat the Raptors, and we lose to the Bulls. We jump into the offseason kind of awards. Kevin Durant gets 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Probably deserved the MVP. I didn't want to see this happen. Dennis Smith gets the Rookie of the Year. I was hoping De'Aaron Fox or Josh Jackson would prove me, right, but Dennis Smith, in the short term, maybe he was the guy to go with, but we also saw Michael Carter-Williams win the Rookie of the Year, and his career fell off. Who knows what will happen with Dennis Smith? Now, Anthony Davis gets the Defensive Player of the Year, and we move on to the Coach of the Year. Who do you think's going to win that one? Oh, sorry, Jahlil Okafor gets Most Improved Player of the Year with 18 points, 8 rebounds. I love seeing that. His trade value is going to be sky high, but I want to keep him. I think he's a cornerstone of the franchise. Now we move on to Coach of the Year. Steve Kerr wins that. Looking at the NBA superlatives, all NBA first team has some guys that you pretty much expect. Didn't really think John Wall would actually surpass Stephen Curry at that first team overall, but I've seen stranger things happen. All defensive John Wall goes there. Jimmy Butler on number 2. Dennis Smith, Harry Giles, De'Aaron Fox, Ivan Rapp, and Josh Jackson round out your first rookie all-team. I'm happy to see 2 of my guys on there. That makes me feel good. Those are both really good draft prospects, but it's time for the playoffs, people. This is where everything is made. Our first series, though, is against who? The Charlotte Hornets, who have Dennis Smith. Can we beat them? First game we win. Second game, we also win that one. Can we get a sweep? Get your brooms out, people. Get your brooms out. Okay, we don't get a sweep. We do move on, and we beat them, so I feel validated in my choice to take De'Aaron Fox. Now, moving on to round number 2, we are facing the Orlando Magic. Can we beat the squad? They were actually better than I thought. They won 45 games, 5 less than what we won. Winning 50 games in year number 2 is insane. But look at this. We get a sweep, and we're facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, kind of nervous. I don't know if we can actually beat this squad. We're going up against the LeBron James. They have some really good players. They won actually 2 games less than we did. Maybe we're the favorite. I don't know what's going to happen. We squeaked that one out just a game, and we're going up against the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. This is it. This is our moment. I feel like we can actually do this. We can win the championship, people. We are 4 games away from completing the series, the 82-0 challenge. We're going to actually get a championship. Can we do it? Unfortunately, we don't. The Golden State Warriors prevail. Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry were way too much for us. You can see Kevin Durant dropped 40 points in that final game. Stephen Curry dropped 30. Jahlil Okafor was a monster for us with 31 and 15. Everyone else is horrible. Look at Kevin Love, 4 for 18 shooting, 2 for 10 3-point shooting. He has to go. We have to trade Kevin Love this offseason. Curry gets the MVP. We move on to the draft lottery. Let's see where we go. Right now, we're pegged at the number 7 pick because we did get Miami's pick from a while ago. Miami has been hot garbage, so I'm hoping we don't get that. Unfortunately, we do get the pick number 7. I wanted to slide it in that top 5. Boston, Denver, and Brooklyn are going to be your 1, 2, and 3 teams, but look at the move we made. I told you guys, we are going for a championship. We signed Jason Kidd, who's an A+ all across the board pretty much. So we're going at a draft day with a new head coach, a head coach that I firmly believe in, and a really good draft strategy because we're going to try and trade in for that number 2 pick. Right now, Bol is the consensus number 1. I feel like he's probably going to go first, but let's see what we can get for Kevin Love. So there's a lot of different trade options, but Denver has a number 2 pick, Kenneth Faried, who I think could be a high energy guy for us. We give up our 7th pick here. We give up Kevin Love. We get Kenneth Faried and that 2nd pick. To me, this is worth it because there's only one player that I want to go for. I hope you guys know who it is. I kind of hinted at it earlier. Bol does go first, 7'3", can score inside, can score outside, has like a B+ 3-point shooting, which is nuts. We go here, I'm looking at a couple different guys. We got Shareef O'Neal, we got Michael Porter. To me, it's between those 2 guys, but I scouted Shareef so much, I have to go with Baby Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal's son, Shareef O'Neal, is coming to the 76ers. Now, you guys are probably thinking, you have so many centers, so many power forwards, and we just traded for a post guy in Kenneth Faried. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Trust me. But he's an 84 overall, averaged 20, 14, and 3 in college. That's just nuts. Now, we do see Mike Conley and Pat Beverly both get traded here. The Celtics moved that number 3 pick. Justin Hamilton's going to come through there. Looking at the top countdown, Bol goes 1. Shareef O'Neal goes number 2. Dean Richards goes 3. Michael Porter goes to the Knicks. The Knicks might actually have a decent squad now. But looking at free agency, Paul Millsap and Nerlens Noel. Can't believe that Nerlens Noel is the guy that we got rid of. And now he's one of the top free agents. Kind of tempted to go back to him, but I need somebody to back up Ben Simmons, and that guy is going to be Otto Porter. We're also going to pick up Jordan McRae, who I think is another good high-energy guy that can score off the bench. This team is all about offense. We have our defense. We have our bigs, the guys who are going to protect the paint. We have to go with some offense. So Shareef is actually going to be an 85 overall now, which is better. Can you believe it? Better than Jahlil Okafor right now. That's just insane. So we got LeBron there. The Celtics actually have a squad with Thomas, Bol, Blackwell, Giles, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Bradley, Smart. That's a really good team that could compete for a championship here in year number 3. DeAndre Jordan actually goes to Dallas. Mark Cuban somehow got through. Nobody was holding him hostage in the house. He does go to Dallas. Kevin Love, sorry man, you're in NBA Siberia there with the Nuggets. Sorry about your luck. But let's get season number 3 started. Right now we are undefeated, 4-0. Let's get the wins going. Team chemistry is only an 83. I'm hoping to get that up to a 90. We did have some moving parts this offseason. Are you kidding me? We're 9-0, 10-0? Are the wins just going to keep on coming? What is happening here? 11-0, 12-0? We beat the Warriors? What is going on? We finished the month of November undefeated. I don't know what's happening. Okafor is hurt. A little nervous about that, but Shareef is averaging 20 points a game. That is crazy for a rookie. Now moving on, 18-1. So we won 18 games to start the season. We might have a chance to break the Warriors record. I want to do better than them. I want to get all the way to the finals though and win. So even if we don't beat their regular season record, I want to get to the finals and win that championship. This is all I want to do in season number 3. So at this point, we're 24-3. Okafor should be coming back pretty soon. We're going up against the Jazz there on Christmas Day. We lose a heartbreaker by 6 points, 25-4. This is far exceeding my expectations. I didn't think we could be this good this quickly, especially here early in number 3. Looking at our record so far, we're 29-4. We're 9 games better than the Cavs here in the Eastern Conference, dominating the Milwaukee Bucks though, and the Celtics are there at 3-4. Golden State, of course, is number 1, but the Phoenix Suns are number 2, and the Denver Nuggets are number 3. That's so weird to me. So the MVP, Shareef, is actually up for that. He's also second in the rookie voting behind Bol, who, of course, is beasting right now with 19, 11, and 2 assists a game. 2 blocks per game is a little low. I thought he would have more at 7'3". Now, moving on here, we are in the month of February. Things are looking good. Look at all these trade offers. I do not want Dwight Howard. Why would anyone want Dwight Howard for one of the most dominant rookies we've ever seen? No way that I would ever want that. Moving into the All-Star break, though, more trades are coming in. We're not giving up Joel Embiid. He's kind of playing a 6-man role at this point, but I think he's being too good to give up. We are 43-12 heading into the All-Star break. We are going to decline this trade for Nerlens and Tim Hardaway. That's just not anything with Sharif. We're not trading him. So here we are 55-14, nearly winning 80% of our games. Oklahoma City has moved into the number 3 spot. Phoenix is still strong at number 2. That's a sleeper squad. They're doing pretty well so far. As we close out the season, we're 62-14. I want to try to get close to 70. I don't know if we can get to 66. It's going to be close. Our last couple games of the season, we do get a win there. So we have an incredible record. Steph Curry gets the MVP. Bol gets the Rookie of the Year. I think Sharif got robbed. I think Sharif was way more important, but to me, I get why they chose Bol. Lonzo Ball, another pickup by the Charlotte Hornets, that team has been incredible. They got Dennis Smith, they got Jason Tatum, and Lonzo Ball all in one draft. That's ridiculous. Of course, you see defensive MVP, Shelvin Mackich, the most improved player. I actually wanted that guy in free agency, couldn't get him, but look at this. I feel vindicated. 66-16, we get Jason Kidd, and he is the Coach of the Year, rightfully deserves it. I feel so good that we locked him up to a 4-year deal, and the moment I can re-sign this dude, I absolutely am. So you get a look at the NBA superlatives here. Again, first team, third team, second team. Russell Westbrook on the third team is a little weird to me. Jimmy Butler moves back on the NBA defensive first team, where last season he was on the second team. Dennis Smith actually finds his way there, as well as Sharif, which is great. Sharif was on the all-rookie team, of course. I'm glad to see that as well. Second team really has some dudes that I have never heard of and probably play 5 minutes a game. But into the playoffs, going up against the Wizards, I want to sweep these dudes. Oh no, the Wizards actually had a lead for a second, but we do squeak out and get a W. So moving on to round number 2, we're facing the Milwaukee Bucks. Can we beat this team? Giannis, Jabari Parker, so many good players. Can we defeat them? We had 22 more wins in the regular season, but the postseason, it's all about what you do there, and we sweep them, just like we swept the team in the second round last year. But I want to get to the finals, and we're facing Boston and Bol, the Rookie of the Year. This is a team that is going to give us some problems. They're really, really good, but let's simulate and see what happens. A couple more wins. I just wanted to get to the NBA Finals. We were so close. We are not going to get to the NBA Finals, unfortunately. The Phoenix Suns win? Are you kidding me? So we're going to go into year number 4, possibly year number 5, or give it one more shot to try and win an NBA championship. Hopefully we can do it soon. I don't know. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Hit the like button to share your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.